BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Couple of things we're gonna talk about today. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is let me lighten this up a little bit, a little bit lighter. All right, so there's a couple of things we're gonna discuss today. Important things involving the case that this channel covers. Somebody came in here a minute ago and was like, "Forget 6ix9ine, let's talk about Trump." Well, we don't really talk politics but so much here, so it wouldn't make sense for us to talk about Trump now. We should have been talking about Trump 2-3 months ago on a daily basis. Then this makes more sense. For everybody that don't know, Donald Trump is currently being impeached. Okay, that's about enough of that right now. All right, so there's a couple of things that we're going to talk about. First thing, let me get my papers in front of me. And I want to make something extremely clear. I want to make something extremely clear. I want to make sure that there's no misunderstanding about this. I want to make sure that we are extremely clear about this. Tekashi 6ix9ine, and this is what the court says, was instrumental in a lot of the crimes that Treyway is in jail for right now. The court has said that Tekashi 6ix9ine was instrumental in a lot of the crimes that the members of Treyway are currently in jail for. What the court says is this, and I agree with the courts, by the way. What the courts say is this: 9 Trey had criminal activity before. This is no BS. They had criminal activity, right? The difference is they weren't shooting at other rappers. They weren't in the middle of the street shooting at civilians. Civilians weren't getting shot. Now, before we go any further, and before I actually do the rundown of everybody that's texting and give everybody their shout-outs for the morning, I want to explain something. There was a shooting that happened in Smurf Village, or around Smurf Village. That's a place in Brooklyn. Shout out to James S. for the donation. He said the RSP was dope last night. I'm sorry I can't let everybody see the video. I'll explain a little bit later. I'll explain. We did an event last night, and I can't let people see the video because the DJ, I think they was doing it on purpose. I guess they didn't want us to help promote their event. The DJ kept playing the N-word in the background. So I guess they was like purposely, I think they thought they was like hurting me. I don't care. Whatever. I'm not going to waste my time trying to go any more of their events. So I guess you hurt me bad. I don't know. I don't really care. Anyway, we're going to discuss that. Hold on, Fresh. Why y'all always leap ahead so far? Like, hold on. One thing at a time. Let's follow the breadcrumbs. All right, so basically, what happened was there was a shooting that had happened around, I believe, Smurf Village. This is what they said in court. Please stop using the F word. We talk like adults in here. I'm not trying to kick nobody or nothing like that, but we try to keep the profanity down. This is a morning show, for one, and for two, there are kids that actually watch this program from time to time. I know that we sometimes talk about extremely adult content often, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that we have to use vulgar language. So please, let's like talk respectfully to one another. I appreciate you. All right, so basically, oh yeah, when they did the N-word thing, like that was crazy, but shout out to them. I don't even care. I'm just not going to cover none of their events. I'm not going to waste my time, travel all the way to Brooklyn from the Bronx, when I could be doing something else and do something that I'm not going to make no money for. I don't show up at those events because they're making money for me. I show up at those events because I'm trying to support black businesses. But those are some black businesses that don't want my support, and I'm not going to waste my time no further. Anyway, so basically, there was a shooting that happened around Smurf Village, and the reason why the shooting happened, this is what the court is saying, is Billy Otto had been going live out there, and they're saying that Tekashi saw Billy Otto going live, contacted Shotty and told Shotty like he was upset about that and to do something about it. And at that point, because you know Shotty's riding and dying for him at this point, Shotty then allegedly had some people go out there and a shooting occurred. And during the shooting, there was this lady that was actually shot in the foot. I believe that lady being shot in the foot is the #1 reason why Tekashi is going to now have to serve 24 months, where he's already served most of that term. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, in contrast with him being able to be released with time served. Somebody got shot in the foot. He's lucky he's only serving 24 months. With that being said, what up, Miguel A? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, Triple Darkness, the most hated? I know I hit your comment because it was off the wall, but, you know, shout out to you. What up, Big John, Supreme Duncan, Wheezy Radio Show? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, D Fresh, James S? Salute always, my brother. What up, Global Media Inc? Says, speak on it, Jack Frost. You got a first-hand account from yesterday. Absolutely, sir. We going in. What's up, Suzette Carbuckle? What up, Trader Joe? Trader Joe made a comment. I'm not going to read the comment, though. I read your next comment, Trader Joe. What up, William Summersville? What up, Supreme Duncan? He said no notification sent out this morning. People probably don't know you're on, Jack. I don't think people know I'm on either. All right, but it's okay. What's up? Who else we got up in here? Oh, Trader Joe's next comment was hidden by me, so we're not going to say that comment either. Let's see if his next comment is better. Anyway, Tyree Lynch, top of the morning, Jack. I didn't get my notification. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. You got to try to alert YouTube or something. I don't know what to tell you. Trader Joe says, I'm talking about the N-word. That was your one. Anyway, what up, Mocha? How you doing this morning, baby girl? Hope everything's going good. What up, Brad Hauser? What up, DTSN? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, BP? Who else we got up in here? Angel Crispin, how you doing? What up, Stay Wise? Salute, my brother. What up, Barkham? What up, I Am Cheddar? Yo, what up, Cheddar? Boss Cheddar up in the house. What up, Ron Durr? DZ, how you doing this morning? What up, John Becknell? What up, who we got up in here? Vic Star. We love Vic Star. What up, Crypto Don? Who else we got up in here? Tom. Salute, Tom. Salute, you already know. What up, Junior Rivera? How you doing today? What up, King G? Who else we got up in here? MS. What up, Tati? What up, Jay Leezy? Alright, what up, Tomahawk Wolf, Westside P, Non-Bigness? Who we got up in here? Stefan Francois. Did I say that right? Stefan? Hey, Stefan, did I say that right? And he said salute, top of the morning. Did I say that right, Francois? Stefan Francois, right? What in the hell just happened to my light? Give me one. My landlord turned my hit the switch and turned my electricity off. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get a lamp. My landlord turned my electricity off. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. This is what I got. This is my life. This is literally my life. People just picking at me and doing weird shit all day, every day. This is my whole life, yo. This is a whole fact. And I still gotta, you know, not be upset. I can't have an attitude. I can't be upset about it. It's just shit. I just gotta you understand what I'm saying? Like, just people doing weird shit to me all day. This is literally my life, yo. Shit. Black umbrella. My landlord literally just turned my power off. This is crazy. Give me 1 second. I gotta find my bag with my stuff in. So for everybody that thinks that I live the greatest life in the world, you are incorrect. I get trolled every day of my life by random people for no reason whatsoever while I'm minding my business. This is literally the life I live. I'm not getting swatted. You mean didn't pay my bill? What the fuck is wrong with you? My landlord just hates me. That's it. There's nothing else. It's no mystery. It's no nothing. That's it. Okay. There we go. Solve the problem. Problem solved. Problem solved. Alright, so. Problem solved. Alright, let's go. Oh, hold on. Let me there we go. Problem solved. Alright, so come on, man. Like, it is what it is. It's not that you run into adversity in life, it's how you deal with it. Alright? So that's it. That's it. That's all. It's not that you have adversity, it's how you deal with it. I'm telling you what he did. He turned off the power to this area on purpose where that light is connected to force me to have to go talk to him. You feel me? I'm not going to talk to him. I don't like him. Let's also change where this is plugged in at. How about that? Solve all the problems. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Expect my landlord to cut my lights off every day now on every single live. Expect it. That has nothing to do with me paying a bill or not. No, all bills is paid. All bills is paid. If you think I need to pay a bill, send a donation. How about that? That's it. All bills are paid though. But if you think I need to pay a bill, send a donation. How about that? Alright, come on, let's get to what we're talking about. This dude is not important. He's probably been drunk since like 2 o'clock this morning. Alright, he's not important. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright, so there's a couple of things that I want to talk about today. If he shut off my water, I'm calling the city. The minute my water don't come on, I'm calling the city. That's a whole fact. Okay, first of all, homegirl that was shot in the foot, back to what we're talking about. Homegirl that was shot in the foot actually said that she is not part of a gang. She's not involved in gangs, so we're not going to give her the label of being a gang member. We're not going to do that. We don't know her. Let's not assume that she's part of a gang. Let's not assume that she had any kind of gang business. That's not fair. We don't know her. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, so the young lady was shot in the foot. She came in. She actually spoke in front of the court. And when she spoke in front of the court, one of the things that actually I'm looking for the others, I'm looking for him to hit more switches to even try to turn this light out. Because he's watching the show. So I'm looking for him to hit more switches to even try to turn this light out. That's what I'm waiting for. And this is proof for me to be able to take the court also. If my lights just... So shout out to you. This is harassment. That's a whole fact. But I don't want to talk about that. That's neither here nor there. That's not what this show is about. Alright, so basically, just so we can be clear on this, the young lady spoke in front of the court, and she spoke about her getting shot, and she asked for 6ix9ine to give her an apology. Now, this is where I think everything was dicey at, because I was busy saying this to myself. If 6ix9ine gives her an apology, he's gonna, which he kind of has to, he's accepting blame. Once 6ix9ine accepts blame for the situation, he's opened himself up to litigation. That's the first thing that I was thinking about. The second part of this, I really didn't perceive, and I didn't really pay much attention to. And the second part of this is, she put him in a situation where now the judge can't let him go. The judge can't let him go. So when 6ix9ine did give his, when he spoke and he read his letter, and for everybody that don't know, before 6ix9ine actually read his letter, he spoke freely first. And then after he spoke freely and said a couple of things, and which I think was extremely smart, he addressed some of the issues that they was talking about in court before he actually read his letter. He actually apologized to her and offered to pay all of her medical bills. Offered to pay all of her medical bills. The judge couldn't let him go. Yeah. Because then if he doesn't apologize, shout out to James S. He said rap was dope. I donate 20 if you rap over the Mike Jones beat. Yes, I do believe she's gonna come after him civilly now. Not for nothing. But I don't even think they needed him to acquiesce to that in order for her to necessarily come after him civilly. But now if she do come after him civilly, he can't really take her to court now. They have to work out something. You know, he might have to give her 50, 60,000, 100,000 or something like that. He might have to just come up for some money, because now he can't take her to court because he's already accepted the responsibility for it. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, even though when you get found guilty in a criminal case, then you don't know that helps in the civil matter. So a lot of times if you get found guilty in a criminal case, it doesn't even make sense for you to now try to fight it in civil court if you get found guilty in a criminal case, because you're liable. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So that created a situation where I believe the judge had to give him more time. It was just out of his hands at that point. I can't send you home. We got a lady right in here looking at me that got shot in the foot. Of course, you sent the dude to go do a thing, and when you sent the dude to go do the thing, people start shooting, and because people started shooting, this young lady got shot in the foot. I can't now let you go. What the hell? Where do they do that at? So I think that also contributed. I think that contributed to I think that contributed to the fact that the judge just could not let him go. Think about it. Think about this for a minute, right? If a lady came into court and talked about how she got shot in the foot, and the judge only gave him 24 months, what do you think would have happened if that lady never showed up? His people needed to reach out to that lady and make sure that she was taken care of. Maybe she don't show up to court. She don't show up to court, there's a good chance that he might be home now. Who knows? While we're talking about when he's going to be home and when he isn't going to be home, check this out. So, this is what Lazario said. For everybody that don't know, Lazario is his attorney. And Lazario said, he told Hollywood Life, Daniel will have to serve another 7 months and 12 days because the time he already served will count towards his sentence. Lazario went on to reveal that although Tekashi, who already served 13 months after his arrest on racketeering and firearms charges in November 2018, is taking the news hard, which was apparent when he broke down in the courtroom, his strength will get him through. He's feeling a little down right now, but he's strong. He'll survive, he explained. The best thing to come out today was closure. He knows he'll be home in July, and then he can focus on rebuilding his career and relationships. So, with all that being said, the reason why it's being said as July rather than in November is because he's going to get his time served and he's going to get time off for good behavior. I mean, he from what I know, he hasn't had any situations while in custody. He hasn't had any situations while in custody. So, he's most likely going to get time off for good behavior. So, they are expecting him to be home by July, which is reasonable. You understand what I'm saying? And there's a couple of things that I want to talk about besides that. But I wanted to make sure that that was something that we spoke about. And right now, just so we can be clear for everybody that hasn't picked up on it yet, what we're talking about is somebody could be in PC, I guess, and could still be a dick and get in trouble, though. Like, what up, Ra? His people still needs to reach out to settle before he gets it. Just settle out of court. Yeah, they need to. First of all, they had to have. I'm assuming that they knew that the young lady was going to show up. I don't know, but I'm assuming that they knew. The court knew. Okay, because you have to file paperwork. They should have been financially taking care of her. They should have financially taken care of her already, medical bills, and they should have they gave her some kind of money. You really got to throw money at problems sometimes. This is a whole fact. You really got to throw problems at money. Money at problems sometimes. This is a whole fact. This is a problem that they should have threw money at months ago. Months ago. They should have threw money right at the problem. Solve the issue. That's it. I wasn't mad, Fendi. That's just my walking around face. You should have walked up and said, what's up? You're just used to seeing me on live smiling. I was not mad. That's just my walking around face. That's my regular face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was focused. That's it. You feel me? Appreciate you, Brad. I like it too. Shout out to True Religion. No, I did not see Sarah there. I don't know. They saying that she went live. She was talking shit. Said she was prized at result, but he still needs 37 years. Shaking my head. All right, so Supreme Duncan brought up Tekashi's baby mama. So there's a couple of things that I want to say, right? There's a couple of things that I want to say. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Hold on. I just like when in person I look a little different. You feel me? I'm just usually I was at an event yesterday. Hold on, we're gonna take a break for 1 second. I was at an event yesterday and I was with some people that was trying to treat me like I'm like some ho 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 like type of guy. And I'm like, do you see the type of people I be around? Do you really think like that's my persona? Like, you really think like that's how I'm giving it up? You understand what I'm saying? Do you see the type of people that I be around? Like, you think that's how I'm giving it up? That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm gonna let those guys over there at the event that we was at yesterday. I wish y'all guys all the luck in the world. But I think that I'm gonna stay away from y'all. I think that me and my platform, we doing some other things over here. The things that we're doing isn't the things that y'all guys are doing. So much support, much love, but I'm going to make sure that I stay away from y'all. Rue Jones says, Frost, I heard the judge told them why they couldn't come to the other. Yep, it didn't I say that? Hold on. Didn't I say that? Didn't I literally say that in the live the night before when we was talking about the letter? Didn't I say that? Hold on! Stop the presses! The judge did say that. And didn't I say that on the live the night before when we was reading the letter? I said, Joe, the judge is gonna say. Did I tell y'all? I said that. Not only did I say that, but I'm like, the judge is smart. These guys ain't stupid. I said the judge is gonna ask, why didn't this letter pop up at the other at the other when the other sentencing? Why this letter only popping up now? Why they only writing a letter for Tekashi? Why didn't they write a letter for the individuals that were actually involved in the robbery, quote unquote robbery? Why? You understand what I told y'all? The judge was gonna say that. Show of hands. Who remember me saying that? You remember me saying that? You don't remember me saying that. Show of hands. There was a lot going on in that situation. I'm hoping to get one of the individuals that was involved to give us a word or two on it. All right, appreciate you, Queen Sugar. I said that shit. Straight balling with the donation. He said you could always move to Virginia Beach. God bless. I appreciate you, my brother. That's a whole fact. Common Sense says, yeah, the BM says she seen what happened, so she was there probably in the back room. I didn't see it. Oh, watching on the screen, like when somebody recorded them once talking and they weren't supposed to be recorded. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see her. The judge smart. He knew through everyone's bullshit. He saw through everyone's bullshit, including 6ix9ine's. Yeah, he's no dummy. I agree with you. Shout out to Judge Eagle Meyer. The lady who wrote the letter is on TMC and she was crying fake tears. Okay, first of all, once again, I don't know how many times I can express this. These people were acting like getting robbed. People get robbed every day, B. I'm not saying that as trying to make light of it. But they're acting like this getting robbed thing is the same thing like watching your child die or something, God forbid. Getting this, the way that they got robbed is the same thing like watching they dog get decapitated. Like when you exaggerate, you hurt your point. Fendi Fact says saw his first love there. From back in the day, the black girl with the red hair. That's who that was? And gray eyes. I found out after the fact, though, he asked her to come since she's the only low-profile one he knows. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, Inner City Press. Shout out to that dude. But, yo, check this out. The judge said absolutely no cell phones. There was a note on the door that said absolutely no cell phones. There was a guy at the door collecting, making sure that you didn't have a cell phone. So Inner City Press still had a cell phone in there. So I don't know. Agendas? Anyway, Oh, word? He shut it down. Wow, what did Otto say? Shout out to Billy Otto, by the way, because I heard that somebody was in there trying to bash me, but I heard that he just didn't entertain the conversation. That's what I heard. I don't know what what did Otto say? Yes, there is a $10 million deal on the table. That's a whole fact. Yes, Tekashi is supposed to be out in July. So says so says his lawyer. Tekashi's supposed to be out in. He took them off live. That's what it is. Tekashi is supposed to shout out to Otto. Tekashi's supposed to be live in live. He's supposed to be free in July. So says his lawyer, with time served and everything else. You know, being awarded in the right manner. Okay, so he was given 24 months. I'll explain. He was given 24 months, right? He already served 13, right? 11 months from now would be November, right? But he's also going to get time off for good behavior, right? Time off for good behavior is going to be a certain amount of months, and that most likely is already being calculated to be in July. Got it? Hey, Vix, can you repost that merch link? Merch link is also in the description, by the way. I learned firsthand civil court is no joke, especially if you already have convicted of the criminal case. Told you, keep money because civil judges keep bricks in their bags. That's a whole fact. Charlemagne is relieved as heck, man. Charlemagne is like, woo! These lips ain't had to touch no penis. That's what Charlemagne. For everybody that don't know, Charlemagne made a comment that he was gonna go down on Tekashi 6ix9ine if he became free or didn't get time or some shit. Anyway, before we get to the next segment, I'm answering questions, and then after we answer questions, we're gonna go to the next segment for everybody that's wondering what's happening. Somebody says, is Jim Jones being investigated by the FBI? I'm not gonna say he's being. I said a lot yesterday. Take it as what you want to take it. But what I do notice is it seems like in court, the government consistently mentions Jim Jones' name. Jim, be careful out there in the streets. I've been in court. They consistently mention Jim Jones' name, and they mention Jim Jones' name in a way like they're trying to implicate him in things. So, I don't know. I don't know. Jim, stay safe out there in them streets. That's all I can say. Yes, Jalen. Nobody wanted to say that, though. R.I.P. Stack Bundles. That's a fact. I believe they were using the wiretap on Mel Matrix to be able to keep surveillance on Jim Jones. Also, Mel and Jim was extremely close. They mentioned Trippie name Red only as a victim. They mentioned Trippie Red's name only as a victim. Trippie Red was only a victim. Period. 6ix9ine and Bobby Smurda is gonna get out around the same time. That's a fact. So 6ix9ine gave more detail on how he found out about Sarah and Shadi F. Wasn't a wiretap. It was tech. Hold on. I'm gonna. Okay, let's move on to that. Okay, Jane Doe, you got it. Let's move on to that. Let's get to the next thing. How do you not know that Jim Jones didn't have somebody in court? I'm not saying he did, but if I was him, I would have had somebody in there. That's a whole fact. On the low, that nobody even knew was anybody. That's a fact. But I'm not out here giving advice to anybody. I'm pretty sure he would not need my advice. I'm pretty sure Jim is a very, very smart, intelligent man and would know that he needs to keep an eye from a distance on this case. So I wouldn't question his. Where is page 3? It's page 3. Alright, so Jane Doe brought up something, and we're going to discuss it next, I guess, and that is the Sarah, and I'm going to say their name because they said their name in court. So if you're going to come after me with lawyers, what I'm going to do is show that I'm basically reporting what happened in court. So if you want to come at me with lawyers, waste your money. Okay. So basically what happened is, before we even get into what Tekashi said, let's just make this abundantly clear. The government, right? The government, Longyear, the judge, Engelmeyer, and the defense attorney, Lazario, all acknowledged that one of the main reasons why Tekashi 6ix9ine was so easily turned into an informant was because one of them said co-defendant, but the other ones named Shotties specifically. Shout out to Inner City News. One of them said co-defendant, but the other two named Shotty specifically as the individual who Tekashi 6ix9ine believes was having a relationship, a sexual relationship, with his baby mama, Sarah Molina. Now, this is what I'm going to say before we even go into any more conversation. I am pretty sure that the AG, the defense, the government, and the judge isn't going to put themselves on record as saying something that can then compromise their positions at their workplace, especially something as trivial as this, something they don't even care about, and possibly open themselves up to lawsuits if they didn't have either evidence or witnesses to back up what they were saying. Let me explain this as clearly as I can. I'm pretty sure that a judge isn't going to say, well, one of the reasons why he actually decided to, easily turn and snitch is because they were going to kill him. They were stealing his money, and they was, I believe he did name Shotty Jordan. Kafano Jordan was in a sexual relationship with his baby mama, Sarah Molina. I'm pretty sure that a judge is smart enough not to say those things if it can't be proven. Could we get a show of hands? I want to vote real quick. Who thinks that a judge would be smart enough to not say that if it can't be proven? You think that a judge would be smart enough to know enough about the law to not say something like that and open himself up to compromise his position by making a statement like that? You don't think a judge is smart enough. You just think a judge is all willy-nilly and do anything. Could we get a lot of votes here, please? Whether you agree or disagree, could we just get a lot of votes? In my journalistic opinion, anybody that's a rapper needs to go get Lance Lazario as their lawyer. Oh, man. In my journalistic opinion, I'm going to tell you the question that was just asked me. I'm going to tell you what somebody asked me real quick. Non-Bigness said, in your journalistic opinion, 6ix9ine knew everything ahead of time, at least a week before, and then went on the radio to warn people, but still try to protect himself. Yeah, I do think that that's what happened. But also, in my journalistic opinion, I think that if you are a rapper, you need to have Lance Lazario as your damn lawyer. That's a whole fact. Yeah, we're not talking about people like that, James S. Stop it. You already know we don't do that. All right? I don't care what we think about nobody. We're not calling people names like that. All right, please. Just so we could be clear, this is what I think happened. I think he was given advice from somebody. 9 times out of 10, the person that gave him the advice was his lawyer, Lance Lazario. That's probably one of the reasons why Tekashi wanted Lance removed from the case. He was given some advice. My dude, my job is to tell people what it is. And if you're a rapper out there and you think you might be getting any problems and you're based in the New York area, you better go get you better start working with Lance Lazario. I'm just telling you what it is, yo. That's a whole fact, yo. I'm just telling you what it is. Let's get back on topic. If you think that a judge and the government is going to name her and say those things and don't have proof to back themselves up, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, forget about the fact that she wants 6ix9ine to die in jail and she wants Shotty to come home immediately. Think about that. She's not saying bring drama home. She ain't saying bring Kuda home. She ain't saying bring Nuke home. She might say, you know, free all them guys or free Treyway or bring all the Treyway guys home. But she's not calling none of them dudes out by names except for Shotty. Think about that for a minute. Every guy in here, right, that has ever had sex with somebody else's girlfriend. Not that I have, because I haven't. But every guy in here that has had sex, well, have I? Well, when I was a little kid, but that's a whole nother story. I had a different set of morals at that point. And when I say little kid, I mean little kid. Like 16, 17. Just so we could be clear why this is important. Because when the courts say that that was one of the things that caused for Tekashi to become a witness against Treyway, that's what makes that important. Just like it's important that about when Tekashi says that they was robbing him. That's important also. Just like it's important when they say that Tekashi was going to get, when they were going to super violate him. That's important also. So that's important. These are the 3 things that the judge, the defense, and the government pointed out as the major reasons why Tekashi was so eager to help. So that's important. That's extremely important. Think about it. Just think about that. Not only just I'm gonna play the beginning of this video. Right? We dropped the video the other day. I'm gonna play the beginning of the video because I'm about to say something. And let's not make no bones about it. I'm not advocating snitching at all. So for anybody that's like, oh man, he's advocate, I'm not advocating snitching. We're talking about this, but I'm not gonna be bigoted. I'm gonna talk about both. I'm not gonna be bigoted. Listen to this intro for a second and think about it.
Google and Facebook track you.
Commercial
Piece of information they find, which is creepy. But
shout out to whoever these dudes are.
For those of you who are still on the
Government says Tekashi helped them solve crimes they didn't even know needed solving. Tekashi says they stole my money, planned on killing me, and had sex with my baby mama. Fair exchange. Me and the notification gang were like, can we get a vote? Who thinks that that's a good intro? You think that's a good intro? You think that's a terrible intro? Shout out to Supreme Duncan for the donation. He said, appreciate your coverage on the case, sentence, and taking notes to discuss it all. That's a whole fact. These are some of the notes. These are just some of the notes I took yesterday. These are just some of the notes I took yesterday. Just some. You see this book right here? You see how this book is completely filled? Almost? These are the notes I took throughout the duration of the case. We are going to have a series about the case on this channel. I just want everybody to get sentenced first. And the sentencing keeps getting moved back. Oh, you was in there when I was spitting? I rap a little. I just got on stage because I thought dude was throwing shots at me. So I just got on stage to let him know I rap better than him. I'm going to keep it a stack. Yeah, shout out to the Star Report. That's a whole fact. They were all fine until she came around. Look, look, you could accept somebody stealing from you, right? And we making a lot of money. I'm making millions of dollars over here. These guys are stealing a lot of money, but we making a lot of money. But you're going to be stealing my money and you're going to be having sex with my woman, my baby mama, who I live with. Don't forget, Tekashi and Sarah live together. So you're going to be stealing my money and you're going to be sleeping with the woman that I live with? I live with. There can be an argument that could be made that Shotty and Sarah took down Treyway. There could be. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm not saying that that's a fact. I'm just saying that there can be an argument that could be made. I'm not making that argument. I'm just saying that there can be an argument that can be made. Forget the stolen money. You know how a dude feel if I gotta hang out with you every single day and I know you sleeping with the woman that I live with and I can't do nothing about it. Forget the money. Forget all about the money. We fuck with Bobby Shmurda over here. We're not going to accept any Bobby Shmurda disrespect in the chat. If you come in here, first of all, we don't accept disrespect at all. I just want to let this be known. If you disrespect Bobby Shmurda in this chat, you're getting kicked, period. You get hit with your bags. We don't accept no Bobby Shmurda disrespect. I just want to let that be known. We accept zero Bobby Shmurda disrespect. Zero. Somebody just sent me something and I just want to let that be known. Because I don't want to kick you, but I will. And I won't care. Anyway. That's dope. Wow. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so shout out to Google. Shout out to Google and shout out to their moderator team. Appreciate you. I missed something and y'all caught it. Thank you. All right, let's go. Shout out to Google and shout out to their moderator team. I appreciate you. Because I missed something. All right, so this is the point. Yeah, Corey King gonna go live. Shout out to Corey King. Shout out to all of the big homies. Shout out to Corey King. Shout out to Wildcat. Shout out to Killer Kev. Shout out to Mel Crow. Shout out to all the big homies. That's a fact. Shout out to Soul B. I don't know him that well, like I know the other brothers, but you know, shout out to him too. That's a whole fact. Shout out to the mayor out there. I met him a couple of times. Cool dude. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all them brothers. All right, so let's go. Wait, hold on, Bronx Bread. What is Bronx Bread talking about? Somebody sent me something, and I just didn't even want them to. I didn't want a person that's in here right now to jump out they fucking pocket and say some weirdo shit. That's all. Nah, I don't know N.O.R.E. All right, let's get back on it. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Just so we could be clear about this, right? We are not gonna be disrespecting or calling that young lady out of her name. We don't do that over here. We don't disrespect no women, and we're not calling nobody out of their name. We're not disrespecting nobody's ethnicity. We don't do that over here. We zero tolerance policy, admins. I want it erased. If it's not too bad, if it's extremely bad, I want them kicked. And if it's borderline, put them in the corner. Now let's go and get back to what we're doing. Let's get back to what we was doing. And not for nothing, I want to say something, and we got to be fair. A lot of the people that are being accused of stealing from Tekashi 6ix9ine were people that he wasn't paying them the money that he owed them. I'm going to say that again. There's quite a few people that are being accused of stealing from Tekashi 6ix9ine, but from what I hear, I don't know this for a fact. We would have to actually speak to Tekashi to find this out. But he might not have been paying them the money that he supposedly owed them because they were stealing from him. So we don't know what came first. That's the point in which I'm trying to make. It was chicken or the egg. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people, a couple of the people that were stealing from Tekashi 6ix9ine, and he might be like, yo, they're stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from me, were also people that he wasn't paying appropriately. So we got to find out what came first. Was he not paying them right first and then they started stealing, or did they start stealing and so he stopped paying them right? We don't know. So we got to make sure that we get all the information out there. We're not bigoted. We're not biased. You understand what I'm saying? We want to put all the information out there, give y'all guys an opportunity to come to your own decisions. All right, so just so we can also be clear about this other thing. The judge, I can't wait for the transcripts to drop. When the transcripts drop on this particular situation, she's going to get torched. Like, there comes a point, like, okay, so she really heard who image? Her image or my image? She, this is what I'm going to say, right? This is what I'm going to say. Listen to this. This is what I'm going to say. Does anybody remember when there was a story out? I don't know how accurate this story is. But does anybody remember when there was a story out where they was allegedly, Shotty and members of Treyway, I'm not saying that this is a true story. I'm saying that this was a story that was out last year, right around the time that they got arrested. I can't remember if it was before or after. But the story went like this. They were planning on killing 6ix9ine, just not now. They were planning on having him have a whole lot of beefs with these people over here, with those people over there, beefing with everybody. So that when they take him to Vegas and he ends up getting killed, nobody knows who did it. But they were going to actually kill him. I'm not saying that this is true. I'm just saying that there was a story that was out there that was saying that. Does anybody remember that story? This is before he even had a chance to rat. So we're not talking about him being a rat at this point. All right, Brad Hauser? All right, so a couple of y'all remember this story. Yes, it was, you seen, somebody else even confirmed it was a Vegas thing. This is before 6ix9ine even had an opportunity to snitch. Just so we could be clear. So for everybody that's coming in here saying it's because he was snitching, this is before he had the opportunity to snitch. So I think this was right when he got arrested. Does anybody remember when Shotty and Sarah was on a live and Sarah said something about leaving Tekashi and Shotty was like, you're not leaving nobody, you staying right here. Does anybody remember that IG?
I got a quick little message for all my fans, people who are not my fans, and for people out there. I went from broke to being fucking rich as fuck in a matter of a year. And all of this money can't buy happiness. And take it from me, I've done been broke, I've done been rich, and money does not buy happiness.
So check this out. I wanna make sure that we on point, on board with this. Now, I am not saying that they were gonna take that boy out to Vegas and kill him. I didn't agree. I didn't believe that then, and I'm not saying that I believe it now. But what I am saying is, when you do have a situation where you have somebody in the team and you got a female sleeping with another person in the team, that female was putting that man's life at risk. Especially putting one of those men's life at risk. We're not going to talk about that lady's body parts. I personally believe that if it was just money that was disappearing, if that was it, that was all. I personally believe that a lot of the other things wouldn't happen, and these guys probably wouldn't even know that the situation would have been different. Because remember when they was talking about the wiretaps that we heard, there was a specific situation where somebody was supposed to pay money, Shotty and Harv, and the money that Harv was supposed to pay never went wherever it was supposed to go. Allegedly. Allegedly. And in that same conversation, they was getting on Shotty about some bullshit that that he did what he was supposed to do, but they was still getting on him about some bullshit. About some money came up missing, but Shotty did what he was supposed to have did with the money. Somebody else had not did what they were supposed to do with the money, but they wasn't talking to them. They was just, I don't know what y'all remember. I don't know what everybody else remembers. So when I'm telling you about something, the reason why I ask people, do you remember, is because I don't want people to think I'm just making shit up out of thin air. In reality, I'm just trying to remind you about things that happened. And we got enough people in here that at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 10 or 20 of y'all would have seen it. Anyway, we're going to move on. You remember In the City News. Thank you. And I don't know what that's supposed to say. Gay boys? Is that really what your name's supposed to be? Yeah, be free Bobby Shmurda. That's a fact. Supreme Duncan says, yep, Harv didn't do what was right with the money. That's the story that was out there. Go boys. There you go. Sorry about that. I didn't know what the hell that was supposed to say. Zoe G, absolutely. I think that I actually gave them that. I actually informed them of that once I found out what I found out, and I had knew for over a year now that there was a 95% chance that she had sex with Shotty. It was a real big chance of that. I'm not going to tell you how I knew that. I knew that over a year ago. I contacted them. I tried to explain to them. I was going to explain to them about how this was going to be made public at one moment or another. But her management at that time was just talking back to me like it was fishy. So I just didn't even tell them what I knew. So I didn't even tell them what I knew. So that person was just a terrible manager. Seriously. I know people that manage people. I know public relations people. I know people who are agents, and I know managers. I'm telling you right now. And I'm talking about like people who are really good at it. This person was absolutely horrible. I think that this person just became her manager in order to control her. And she just decided she was gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna even act like I know what anybody is thinking, but obviously she did want to try to control Sarah Molina. That's a fact. And we're not gonna say the other lady's name. We're just going to say manager. We're not going to say her name. I don't want her name in my chat. As far as I know, the person who was her manager now doesn't even come back to America. So that tells, is that enough? Isn't that telling you enough that this person, I don't think, comes back to America? I think they're leaving America forever. And as soon as I say don't put the people's contact or name in there, somebody else does it. The next person that puts this person's name in there or contact, and we know that they know that I said don't do it, please just kick them. Shout out to Rob for the donation. She said 6ix9ine was looking unhappy after him getting robbed, like it made him see a different light. All his videos with Treyway started looking uncomfortable. I agree. I think after he got robbed is when he actually found out that there was something going on with Sarah and allegedly Shotty. So check this out. This is another thing that I want to say. Sarah Molina has been saying that Tekashi was getting her IG deleted. I don't know about now, but I do know for a fact that he did get her IG deleted one time, but he didn't get it deleted by calling up Instagram. That's not how her IG got deleted. Her IG, I'm going to tell you how her IG got deleted. Kinda, but I don't want to throw nothing out there. Shout out to Rio Martinez for the donation. He says, they say money changes those around you. You could have made more money. He could have made more money. She couldn't change what she did. 6ix9ine seemed broken on that video, and that wasn't on live. He made sure to post it on his IG in Dubai. 6ix9ine had access to her phone, and then that's the way that he deleted her IG. He didn't delete her IG he had access to a phone, and then he went and got help and assistance from some other shit. So yeah, I'm snitching. I'm not really snitching. Because she's been saying it. But I just want to prove that all of those other times that her IG has been getting deleted, it has not been 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine had her IG deleted a totally different way. Instagram didn't do any kind of buffoonery to help him get the IG deleted. He just did some shit and got her IG deleted literally through the phone because he had her phone. When he's miles away from her, he can't get it deleted the same way that he got it deleted that time. So all these other times that she's running around talking about her IG got deleted, I don't know how. I mean, it might have got deleted. What do I know? It might be somebody else. Maybe 6ix9ine do got contacts and got the IG deleted. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility. But what I'm saying is he did get her IG, that, as far as I know, deleted one time. All these other times her IG is getting deleted, it's a good chance it don't have anything to do with 6ix9ine. And let's hope she's not deleting her own IG and then blaming it on him to try to get sympathy. And not for nothing, it just seems like something that she would do at this point. I'm not saying that she is, but that literally seems like something that she would do. It wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility is what I'm saying. Anyway, didn't he give her money, not talk to her, and she still talked? First of all, he supposedly gave her like $300,000. And before 6 months is up, she's still complaining about him not giving her more money. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you should feel about that. How do you feel about that? He gave her 300. He had to settle something with her. He gave her 200,000. I heard he gave her extra 100,000, and she still complains about not getting money from him. So I don't know what to tell you. No, I don't. But maybe I should get into the hat selling business. The point is that she didn't even have time for her money to get low. That's the point I'm trying to make. If she's spending $300,000 in a couple of months and she don't live in a mansion with Ferraris and going on vacation every 5 minutes, what the fuck is she spending the money on? No, he did give her the money, and that's not a rumor. Ramos. What's the rumor, Ramos Limon? What's the rumor? What's the rumor, Ramos Limon? Hold on. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Let's give Ramos Limon the podium. What's the rumor? What's the rumor? If he don't tell us what the rumor is so we can have a discussion, we just going to kick him. Go get another account. But we will give you the opportunity to express yourself. What's the rumor? To hit him with his bags. Not yet. We're going to give him an opportunity to express. He might have a point. Who knows? We're going to give him a moment. Admins, I want y'all on go. If he don't say something in about next minute or two, just kick him. Amount and reason. Once again, as far as us, the public knows, he gave her $200K as part of a settlement of some sort. As far as us, the public knows. The rumor, I guess, is that he gave her an extra $100K. I don't know that to be 100% fact. But that is something that the public has been aware of. So let's forget the $300K. You're trying to tell me, if you're a regular person living a regular life and somebody gave you $200K, you're going to need more money before 6 months is up? Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something. No, I didn't end the live. What the hell, yo? Nah, I didn't end the live. Alright, so well, literally, most of the stuff I'm talking about, 90% of the stuff, probably 95% of the things that we're discussing right here is things that are public knowledge. So, we're discussing public knowledge for the most part here. So, if you got a problem with that, Ramos Limon, I don't know why you're here. You don't want us discussing things that is public knowledge? So, what are you talking about? I actually know, but I'm not gonna disclose right now. I did tell everybody where Shotty was. He actually went to a I told y'all what federal prison he went to. I forgot. I don't know it offhand. Shout out to Home Team Network Live Sports. He said, great job, Frost. Frost, I'm on the West Coast. So as you know, so I might have missed it. But did Sarah write a letter to the judge? I do not know of Sarah writing a letter to the judge. She went on live the other day and wished him to get 37 years in prison. Like, shout out to Dark Side. That's a whole fact. Shout out to San Francisco, Santiago. That's a whole fact, yo. I used to live over there on Hennessy Place. My cousins used to live over there on Hennessy Place. I used to be over there all the time. Shout out to Darkside. That's a fact. I still got some people over there. Shout out to Bernie Mac. $1,900. That's what it is. Oh shit. Shout out to Dave Round for the donation, and he bought a sticker. That's what it is. Salute. Buckadelphia, we don't use the N-word. So please, if you want to use that statement, you gotta take the N-word out of it. We don't do that here. Now you good? Just like you understand what I'm saying? We don't know. Children might be wanting to watch the video or whatever, so we trying to conduct ourselves like adults, even though we having the conversation we having. You feel me? Zoe says, Frost, I do know she needs to be careful with her words, saying that he deserves more times. Look, this is the thing, and I have no other way but to address this. But oh, word? That's what it is, big homie. I know what you're talking about. This is the best way I could explain this, right? This is the best way I could explain this and why she needs to just shut up. The more she tries to talk about how much she hates Tekashi, the more it looks like she slept with Shotty. Period. The more she makes it, the more. Let's get a vote real quick. Who thinks the more she talks bad about Tekashi, the more it looks like she slept with Shotty? You think that? You don't think that? She was talking about his mother, like not for nothing. And I'm not calling nobody a dirty anything else, nothing like that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like there's a point where when you're saying just hateful stuff about somebody, you just look bad. There's no that you just can't look good. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, can we get those likes up, please? We got over 300 people in here. We can get to 200 likes. Can we hit that like button, please? Help the video out. I don't think she sounds bitter at this point. At this point, she sounds hateful. Like, there's bitter, and then there's what she sounds. She does not sound bitter to me. She sounds hateful. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I think one of the main things that might be upsetting her is the fact that her whole entire public persona is directly derived from this man. And there is nothing that she's ever going to be able to do to disassociate herself from him currently. Because, one, every single thing that she's doing is keeping herself connected to him, whether she knows it or not. Well, right now, we're not giving her attention as much as we're discussing the different reasons why Tekashi snitched. And that's one of the reasons. But you are correct. We talked about that long enough. Let's get to some other stuff. I'm not going to lie. Let me say something real quick. I got a lot of heat. I had them Cactus Gang people attacking me right and left. A lot of heat. So at this point, it's not me just talking about it to talk about it. At this point, it's me showing that I had a valid point. And there was a lot of validity to what, even though I used the same word twice, to what I was talking about. Ain't no real rapper gonna deal with her. You think any timeout? You think any? It's one thing to just be dealing with some chick out there that the rappers know they're passing around, right? You think any rapper's gonna deal with her on a level above that? You think these other rappers don't know what she's been, that don't know about the her and Shotty situation before it became public? You think any real rapper that's out here making money, doing shit, is gonna mess with any female that has, that one is absolutely dogging, absolutely killing her baby father and want to send him to jail for the rest of his life? They can't trust her. You can't tell her nothing. She's literally trying to put her baby father in jail for the rest of his life. You think any rapper's gonna deal with her? You think anybody with any real money is gonna deal? I just don't see it. But you know, I don't know what to tell you. There's people out there that do damn near anything. I just don't see anybody with any brains that have any future that will want to deal with somebody that wants their baby father, who just got into arguments with her and they had a physical confrontations a couple of times, want this dude to do 37 years in jail. No, Little Fizz ain't gonna deal with her. She crazy? Hold on. You think she looks as good as that chick that Little Fizz is with? You think they on the same level? No disrespect to her, because Sarah's not a bad looking woman. She's not bad looking at all. But you think they're on the same level? They are not on the same level at all. They're not on the same level with looks. They're not on the same level. You can look at the other chick. She ghetto as hell, but she's way more classy. They're not on the same level. It's totally different shit, yo. No, I'm not objectifying. I'm just bringing out a point. I'm not objectifying. Me objectifying to be talking about the comparing physical attributes or something, or aesthetic qualities. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying one looks a lot better than the other. Appreciate you again, Google moderator. It could be Sarah who wrote an anonymous letter to the judge. I think at this point that she'll pull the lever. At this point, I believe that if she can get that man killed, she'll do it in a split second without a second thought. I think that it wouldn't even be a thought. Yeah, April's crazy. Not for nothing. I don't think Sarah's crazy. Phrase World said my vocabulary is amazing. I actually dumb it down a lot, but I don't think so. I dumb it down to make it more appealing to the ear aesthetically, but I appreciate you though. I'm not comparing who looks better than who. All right, one, Sarah's not a bad looking woman, so please don't. We're not doing that. We're not going to lie on the woman. She's not bad looking at all. Alright? We're not doing that. Also, may I add, I don't want her. Because, phonetically what? Because it appears that whenever I say somebody's not a bad looking woman, the people say I want them. I don't want her. Believe me, I do not want her. Was I shocked when the judge made the remark to 6ix9ine's dad? For everybody that don't know, 6ix9ine's father 6ix9ine's why was that mistake made? 6ix9ine's father, paternal father, showed up at the court. And when he showed up at court, he decided he wanted to raise his hand, was raising his hand through the whole proceeding. Finally, the judge said, you could tell the judge was like, this is not how court works. And then he said he wanted to come up and he wanted to make a statement. And the judge made a comment like, it was like the judge like tore him down. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer. The judge was like, you had your chance years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, don't pull up now. You feel me? And act like you're interested where all the cameras are around. If you notice, I didn't get no interview with dude. I didn't give dude no press coverage at all. There's a reason for that. Because back when your son needed you, you was nowhere to be there. Back when you was busy going getting high. You understand what I'm saying? You show up to court. I get it. You show up to court now, but you was busy somewhere getting high when your son was in his formidable years growing up. You wasn't nowhere there for him. You understand what I'm saying? So you abandon your child. You can't come now and then try to be a father. We're not doing that. And also, in addition to that, what could you have said in his defense? You don't know him. What's up, Silver Sacker? Their names are green because they are members of the channel. Real quick, this is a good break. Real quick, just so everybody know, you can become a member of the BBN channel by hitting that join button right there. When you hit that join button right there, it brings up these 3 different levels that you could then use to join the channel. You could become part of the BBN gang. You become a bag swinger, or you could become a person who really carries a lot of weight on the channel and got bricks in their bags. So I just want to just stop right there, and we go right back to what we're talking about. Yeah, and his father's like, how old? And his father pants is hanging down lower than mine. Like, I don't sag my pants, you know what I'm saying? But I don't pull my pants all the way up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't pull my pants up. I don't got my belt up here, nothing like that. But his father's pants was like sagging like dumb low. Like, come on, man, you're a grown adult. What are you doing? You feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, really? So, come on, we can't take you seriously. If you're a grown-ass man and you sagging your pants like that, we can't take you seriously. Get out of here. You understand what I'm saying? When 6ix9ine was growing up in his formidable years, somebody's told me, I didn't hear it myself, but somebody told me that 6ix9ine turned around and was like, yo, why is he here? Or something like that. Frost, that everyone deserves a second chance at being a father. This is what I'm going to say. It's not that I don't think that this man deserves a second chance by being a father. But 6ix9ine's a grown man now, damn near. What kind of fathering could you give him? I could see if you would have came back into his life when he was 15, 16 years old, you was fighting your own demons. Okay, I get it. I see if you tried to come back into his life when he was 11, 12 years old, I get it. But you trying to come back into his life after he's already he became the man that he is. There's a difference. Now, with that being said, I think that 6ix9ine should hear the man out. But right there in the middle of court, that wasn't the time. Period. No, his biological father didn't die. His stepfather, who was very important to him, he died. And then the father said he's safer in prison. Like, nah, homie, we don't need you around here. Get out of here. If my father ever tell you I'm safer in prison, I'm like, Dad, I'm disowning you. That's it. We gotta go our separate ways. I don't want no Christmas cards. I don't want no birthday cards. And I don't want nothing. My father ever talk about I'm safer in prison. What? How are you talking about? You gonna be safe in that. And I'm to make a joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. I love my pops. I was about to go in on him though. Better not talk about I'm safe in prison. What the hell? Get out of here with that. The drugs. He's probably still on drugs. I mean, that would make sense, right? No, because he's not safer in prison. You want to know what the judge said? The judge said that basically the government has no worries about 6ix9ine having a problem with getting involved in any more gang activities because he's such a celebrated snitch that no gang is going to want to have ties with him. That's one. The second thing the judge said is, if anybody come out and try to put hands on 6ix9ine or do something with 6ix9ine, basically the whole entire force of the American justice system is going to be laid at the feet of this mofo. What was I telling y'all? They're going to be what? When 6ix9ine becomes free, the government is going to be watching him for some time in hopes that somebody is stupid enough to try to do something. Because then every single person associated with that idiot that tried to do something to 6ix9ine is going to be caught up in some kind of RICO. I'm telling you. No, what the judge said was this. The judge said he's going to have to be looking... Hold on. Just so we can be clear on this. The defense attorney and the... And Lance Lazario, Lance Lazario is the defense attorney. The defense attorney and the government is Longyear, both acknowledge that because of what 6ix9ine did, it was unprecedented. There was never any snitch, any cooperator that has ever cooperated to the extent that 6ix9ine has and had the notoriety that 6ix9ine has as far as his visibility in public. This is monumental, basically. Nobody has ever done this. And when they were saying that, the judge was like, all right, let me get my time. So then when the judge started talking, he acknowledged that this is the truth. There has never been a snitch with the notoriety of Tekashi that has helped the government so transparently in prosecuting in a case ever. Right? That has the notoriety that Tekashi has. And then, as he was saying this, he said basically that if somebody did try to touch Tekashi, basically his whole entire, his court, like, that. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer once again. Yes, but somebody said that. I'm repeating what somebody said. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer, though. They're gonna... The government is coming after you. But I told y'all this already. Because they want these rappers and they want these cooperators to feel safe. They want these rappers and they want these cooperators to feel safe cooperating with the government. If something happens to Tekashi, that means that the next rapper that they try to get to snitch, he ain't gonna snitch. You get it? I'm telling you what they said in court, Mr. Jones. I hear you saying Sammy took down the mob, but I'm telling you what they said in court. The next rapper they're going to try to get, the next rapper they're going to try to recruit, because y'all do know a lot of these rappers are basically hostages, right? Y'all do know that, right? A lot of these rappers are basically hostages. So the next rapper that they try to recruit, Tekashi got killed. You think those rappers is going to talk? Ain't going to talk. Y'all couldn't to protect Tekashi. And now you want me to snitch on those dudes? Nah, we ain't doing that. Sammy the Bull wasn't known worldwide, so that wasn't an equal thing. You're right, Supreme Duncan, but I didn't want to get into it with them. Common Sense said, we're not wishing death on nobody, and we're not talking about anybody getting killed in prison nor committing suicide. That's your last warning, Jane Doe. Please, could we not do that? Common Sense says, Frost judge said something in court that was a giveaway that he watches you. Forget what you said right now. Oh yeah, the judge. Shout out to Engelmeyer. The judge said he watches the coverage on people that on social media that covers the Tekashi stuff. The judge said that on the stand. I'm pretty other people cover it also, but shout out to him. He might watch, as far as I know, he just watches somebody like Jordan Tower. Shout out to Jordan Tower. So other people also. But watch when the transcript come out, the judge actually said a lot of shit that I've been saying. The judge actually clarified a lot of shit that I've been saying. So that's why I keep saying shout out to Judge Engelmeyer, because I actually believe he watches this program or has watched this program as far as Tekashi being concerned. Hopefully he becomes a long time with everybody else. Become a member, Judge. Yes, I heard they impeached Trump yesterday, but that's not what this is about. Maybe I'll make a video on it today. So it's safe to say he was an agent. They made it pretty clear that Tekashi had not started helping the government until after he was arrested. They made that pretty clear. Yo, can we hit that like button? We got almost 450 people in here. We can get up to 200 likes. Y'all can hit that like button for me, please. Send out more notifications. Absolutely, I would interview Tekashi. I hope I can. I try not to... See, this is the thing about me, right? I'm not really caught up in who I am. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's always about the story. It's not about me. So a lot of times when people ask me would I interview Tekashi, I'm not looking at it like, I'm Jack Frost, he better give me an interview. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like I don't know what he believes to be in his best interest. I mean, I think personally, my personal opinion is him interviewing here with me, even this not being the biggest of platforms, I think that would be in his best interest to interview somewhere where I don't have a, I don't care one way. I'm not on one side or the other. You understand what I'm saying? I think I've been extremely fair to Tekashi. I have reason to believe that his camp believes that I've been fair. And I believe that the people on the other side, I believe that the N.O.R.E believe also that I've been pretty fair to them. I think I've been very fair to everybody. I don't think that I think that I've done a good job. Yeah, I have no agenda. I think I've done a good job, you know, just in general. You know, everybody might have their own individual beliefs, but I don't think that I've been in any way biased at all. And I mean, I'm not, and I tell y'all my opinion a lot. So you should know that I'm not just reporting because I'm reporting, but also while reporting, I give my opinion. And I think I've been pretty non-biased. I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know some of these guys. But so that's not fair. I know some of these guys, but I guess that even makes it more damn, I guess that even showed even more professionalism out of me. The fact that I actually do know some of these guys, and I am still calling it down the middle. I mean, that's all you can ask for. Yeah, I'm black and I live in the Bronx. I've absolutely been arrested. I don't know what the fuck are you talking about. Shout out to you though. I'm black. I live in the Bronx. I spent my teenage years drinking beer and smoking weed. I have absolutely been arrested. I used to be on go 24/7. I've absolutely been arrested before. It is what it is. Let's get to some actual stuff real quick. All right, can we get to some stuff, y'all? Also, if you want to help the channel, you can always donate through the PayPal, the Super Chat, and also we have Cash App. So if you just want to help support the channel, I'm putting out stuff that you like hearing. You want to help the channel stay alive, help us keep going, you could always donate. There's also like stickers and stuff you could buy if you like that. Yes, I did used to carry a hatchet. That's a whole fact. Used to be on go. I live in the Bronx, man. What the hell? That's why whenever people be thinking like I'm some kind of super soft guy, I'm like, nah, I'm just a reformed. I'm gonna leave it at that, but these work, yo. What the fuck? Part of my language. Let's talk about some of the things that Tekashi has been helped the government with. The government was like, yo, look, Tekashi, these are crimes that the government is saying that Tekashi directly helped with them directly helped them with. Some of these are crimes that the government did not know about at all. Some of these are crimes that the government knew about but didn't know that Non-Trey was involved. So just so we could be clear, Tekashi absolutely told them stuff that they did not know. Just so we could be clear. At some point, if I did have an interview, I'm telling you right now, if I had an interview with Tekashi, whoo, anyway, the judge asks 6ix9ine, would he have accepted protection? Okay, so let me catch you up where we're at. So basically, 6ix9ine didn't accept protection. The government came to them, tried to turn 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine did not turn. This is before he got arrested. 6ix9ine did not turn. What up, Spinderella? 6ix9ine did not turn. He didn't snitch, right? When the government started talking about the different cases that he helped them with, the judge stopped them. You gotta love Judge Engelmeyer. The judge stopped them. Right? When the judge stopped them, the judge said, would y'all have found out this information without the help of Tekashi? But the judge also asked, those wiretaps that y'all had out, if Tekashi would have accepted your protection, would those wiretaps would have stayed up? Meaning that if Tekashi would have accepted their protection, even after the Breakfast Club situation, they was not going to arrest Tekashi. They would have let Tekashi stay out and just gave him protection. The government confirmed that the reason why, look at him yelling. He already turned my lights off. He was fucking with my power earlier. I had to go get had to go get my my setup because he fucked with my lights earlier. So cocksucker, he's mad. So check. I'm talking about my landlord. So basically, what the lawyer said, what the judge said was this. The judge said, yo, look, would he have accepted the protection? If he accepted the protection, would the wiretaps have stayed up, right? So I'm taking this to be, if he would have accepted the protection, even after he would have went on the Breakfast Club, y'all wasn't going to arrest him because y'all would have been protecting him at that point. But since he didn't accept the protection, y'all had to arrest him because y'all had to then give him protection. You understand what I'm saying? So nothing happened to him. Shout out to Jenny Lozano for the donation. She said, much respect to you. Appreciate you too. The government said that the wiretaps came down because he didn't accept the protection. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Basically, if he would have accepted the protection, even if he would have went on the Breakfast Club, they would have been protecting him. So they wouldn't have took the wiretaps down, and they would have been able to keep on with their investigation. But since he denied the protection, when they arrested him, they had to take the wiretaps down. So that meant that he stopped their investigation. Isn't that literally what I've been telling y'all for like a year now? I've been saying that. I've been saying that for how long? At least 7, 8 months, right? 9 months, maybe? Maybe 10 months? I've been saying that for like 10 months, didn't I? I've been saying this for like 10 months, didn't I? That because 6ix9ine went on the Breakfast Club, said what they said, and they had to then bring him in. They had to stop the investigation. I've been saying that. Who's heard me say that before? You've heard me say that? You haven't heard me saying that. You've heard me say that? You haven't heard me saying that. And for everybody that don't know, I saved my landlord's life. My landlord fell down, busted his whole head open, and he was dying. His whole family was gone. I went, found him, and called the paramedics and literally saved his life. Just so y'all know. And this is how he do me. He wouldn't even be here. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer. Judge Engelmeyer is literally telling the whole entire press, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So shout out to that. Oh, you remember when I saved my landlord, right? Spinderella? Yeah, saved him. Saved his life. You said it was fishy and how you think that right after the Breakfast Club, he got arrested to save his life. That's a whole fact. I told y'all that. I think Engelmeyer was extremely fair. Extremely fair. After that young lady went in there and talked about getting shot in her foot, he couldn't send her home. That's sad. Just so he could be clear on that. He could not send her home after she came in there and talked about getting shot in her foot because of some shit he did. He couldn't send her home. That's a fact. So let me tell you about some of the cases that Tekashi talked about that the government didn't even know that Non-Trey was involved in. And some of these they didn't even know what crimes that happened. They didn't even know the shit's happened. I don't know why. My landlord just don't like me. That's it. There's nothing else to go about it. He just don't like me. That's it. Because I'm a smart black man. Literally. Literally because I'm a smart black man. He's literally told me to my face that he don't like me because I'm so smart. Because I'm smart. He's literally said that to me. Literally. Hand to God. He said that he don't like me because I'm smart. So check this out. The first proffer, he told them about 6ix9ine described his participation in crimes and the structure of the gang. So right off the rip, unless 6ix9ine can, see, that's what I mean. We have to get into a conversation with him, and we have to discuss with him. And that's not me throwing up the Treyway sign, by the way. We have to discuss. No, he's not black. He's Guyanese, Indian Guyanese. He's not black. He's Indian Guyanese. He called the next door neighbor Blackie. Some black dude, he used to call him Blackie. That's a whole fact. But we're not talking about that. Let's get off of that. The first proffer, 6ix9ine described his participation in the crimes and the structure of the gang. So he immediately was like, I'm done with these guys. This is everything. Then he talked about a crime that happened on June 2nd. No one had been charged. 6ix9ine disclosed information on who he spoke with about Shotty, about a shooting. Right? He talked about a crime on March 20th. Right? Where allegedly, Shotty fired 5 times into a moving car. The government knew nothing about it. Now, I have somebody telling me that 6ix9ine lied on that, and that Shotty really didn't do that, and they had nothing to do that, and that was actually some other people. And that was an unsolved crime that some other people did. That was an unsolved crime that some other people did. And 6ix9ine just told them that Shotty did it. I wonder why 6ix9ine would lie on Shotty. Anyway, but the government did concede that they would have found out about the crime because apparently the government says that 9 Trey put all of their crimes on social media. So this is literally what the guy said in court. This is what the government said in court. 9 Trey basically brags about all of their crimes on social media. I'm not saying that they do. I don't know if they do. But that's what the government said in court. I can't wait for the transcripts to drop. No, I didn't say I lived in my dad's house. What are you talking about? Now you're getting kicked. And I never said I needed help to move. What are you talking about? There you go. Hold those bags. Anyway, could we get bags for that guy? I've been dying to kick that guy. But he ain't giving me a reason. Could we get bags? Anyway, October 20th, another crime he spoke about. It was a slashing and a shooting. I believe that this was the crime that happened at Smurf Village that involved Harv. The government were aware, but did not know that it was part of a 9 Trey event till 6ix9ine told them. There was a shooting and there was a slashing that happened. I believe it was in Smurf Village, and it dealt with, that's the crime I believe that Harv got found guilty for. Then he also told them about a June 2nd crime. Right? And right now, I believe we're only talking about crimes that they either didn't know that this is the stuff that he offered up that the government knew nothing about, by the way. They say that he gave up Kuda B. So yes, now we're getting 100% confirmation that he gave Kuda B up. The government said that he gave Kuda B up. The government said 9 Trey is extremely dangerous and violent gang, and they're one of the first original blood sets on the East Coast. The government also said as soon as 6ix9ine started cooperating, they had to move his family. The risk to their safety was great. 6ix9ine would have to look over the shoulder for the rest of his life. The government also said high-profile cooperators, more than just 9 Trey, would try to take him out. So the government was also trying to explain to the government was also trying to explain to the judge the ramifications of what 6ix9ine actions would actually lead to. Basically saying that, you know, this is one of the first blood gangs on the East Coast, 9 Trey. They started in 93, literally what he said. He also said that, I don't know if that's a rumor or not that he paid for Kuda's bail. I know that it is a rumor. I don't know how true it is. That's what I'm saying. So they was basically trying to say that 6ix9ine helped them, knowing that, you know, there's a good chance that, you know, he was putting his family and his own life in such danger. His family don't show up to court. I don't even understand why his father would now want people to see how his face looks if he's busy saying his son is better off in jail. How you gonna say your son is better off in jail, but you out here showing your face to the world? If nobody don't come hurt you, then your son ain't better off in jail. That might be a trap, though. That might be a trap. Government might be trying to trap people. Somebody go after his pops, and then the next thing you know, there's a whole new RICO that opens up. We got 430 people in here. We could get that to 250 likes. Come on, hit that like button for me. Pop's definitely clout chasing. Also, it says there was a crime. There was a shooting on March. There was a crime on March 20th. It says the government concedes they would have found out about it due to the gang's social media accounts, right? And or exactly, they say basically the government. Yo, look, I'm not no disrespect to nobody, and this is not just a non-Trey issue or a Treyway issue, but the government finds out about a lot of crimes through social media. First, stop committing fucking crimes. How about that? Do what you want with your social media. Let's just stop committing the crimes, though. In order to convict, the government says the jury had to believe 6ix9ine. So 6ix9ine was also a great witness, is what they're basically saying. The government is trying to explain to the judge while, you know, they're okay with him getting whatever the defense is asking for, whatever the defense is asking for. They also said 6ix9ine informed the government on why Treyway was infighting and described the beef. 6ix9ine told them all of their family issues. Someone said, "Hey, you know Carmen, the one that used to be with her son, is a big star now." Tekashi, I saw you on ESPN. We're gonna be rich. You funny. Um, 6ix9ine showed the government the messages and explained what was going on. And that was devastating to Ellison. 6ix9ine showed them the messages that Ellison had been sending to him and the other members of Treyway, including Shotty. For everybody that don't know, Ellison, that's when Ellison was, when Harv was talking about, you know, y'all guys ain't real gangsters. You got to be gangster all the time. You can't pick and choose when you want to be gangster. You got to F y'all, whatever, this and this and that. And he was showing them all of the all of the messages that Harv had sent them. And that was devastating to Harv. That helped put Harv away. On April 13th, the robbery that put Mac in the RICO. Information was given by 6. I think they saying Ellison. I think that's Ellison, but Ellison in the RICO or Mac. I gotta figure out what happened on April 13th, and then I'll be able to tell you. This is just real quick. I tell you when I'm not 100%. I tell you when I have to give you more information. So if I don't say I have to give you more information about something, take it as what it is. I did not see Jade. The government acknowledged 6ix9ine was not a threat. The government also said everyone pled due to Tekashi being a government cooperator, believed Tekashi's assistance was vital. The government thinks that he's a victim. The government government did not ask for a fine. The judge wants to know why he didn't get a letter from the people who were robbed when the people who actually robbed them were being sentenced. I told y'all he was going to ask that, because that don't even make sense. When the people that actually supposedly made it so that you can't sleep in your own home and you're a recluse, so you don't go outside. I don't know where you sleep. you stay open. You stay awake forever. You 24 hours out this bitch. Part of my language. But yeah, why didn't they send the information, or why didn't they send whatever before? You feel me? No, oh no, thinks the victim's letter was BS. Pardon me. Thank you for making me repeat myself. Shimmy sham. See, this is what I mean. This is what I like. If I fuck up, if somebody actually catches when I mess up, rather than I didn't mess up, and people just want to just say shit to try to like pick and choose. Appreciate you, Shimmy Sham. No, I said that the government thinks the victim's letter is BS. That's what I meant to say. Pardon me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shimmy Sham, for helping me out right there. The victim that got shot in the foot talked. Somehow she got shot in the foot, but said the bullet almost hit her in the head. I don't know. Maybe she fell on the floor. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna save some of the rest of this for the Tonight Show. But not only this, we also have a lot. We have a lot more. We have a lot more to go over. I'm going to save that for the Tonight Show tonight. So don't make sure y'all pull up on the Tonight Show tonight. 9 o'clock. Ricochet threw her foot and back to her head. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to make light. of nobody that got shot. You have a good day too, Deborah Bryant. Yeah, I'm not making light of nobody that got shot or almost got shot and nothing like that. I was just a regular person. Everybody go through their teenage shit. Everybody, it is what it is. That was not funny. That's a fact. Frost the Mayor. No, I'm not the Mayor. Salute, my brother. Check you out on the Tonight Show. Appreciate you. Come back. Was Ack in the courtroom. I did not see him. His father can't have any pride. I don't think if you doing heroin, you got much care for yourself. Like, if you love yourself, you're not going to do heroin. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't think she was mad at the shooters. I think she's only mad at Tekashi, not the people who actually shot her. I don't know. You will have to talk to her. Oh, he was sick at home doing live. Hope you get better soon. I don't think he's gonna see this, but I hope you get better soon. So we're gonna close this out. A couple of things I want to say though before we leave. And one of the main things I want to say is this, right? We cannot think that we're better than other people. I'm going to explain something real quick. When we don't think that we're better than other people and we are sincerely humble, we're almost always going to look like a sucker. You get what I'm saying? When you are sincerely humble to a person who is not humble, to a person who don't like you, and to a person who wants to use you or has a problem with you, you're always going to look like you're a pussy. Pardon my language, but I need to say it like that. You're always going to look like you're a sucker. Don't allow for that, for people like that, to not allow you to be who you want to be. You get it? Because some people think that they're less than you. So when you're just being regular old you and you are a humble individual, they're going to think you lack confidence. They're going to think you're a sucker. They're going to think they could get over on you because they consider themselves to be less than you. That's just the way the world works. With that being said, remember, whenever we're helping somebody else be the best them that they could be, at that moment, we're being the best us that we could be. So let's do that. Let's encourage. Let's try to grow. Let's try to help others grow. Let's try to get the drugs out of our community. Let's start attempting to make intelligent decisions in our lives. And let's have our own children learn how to make decisions on their own as early as possible so they can grow into adults that make intelligent decisions. I think a big problem that we have now is that we have a lot of adults that never learned how to make intelligent decisions. So they're burning bridges, they're closing doors, and they're making enemies with people that it's not necessary for them to do any of these things with. I know a lot of people right now that people think are suckers, and these people got hands, and back in the day they probably did some things that they regret. So let's live and let live. Let's encourage development, progress, and community love amongst us, ourselves, and the people that we cherish. And more importantly, let's allow for people who don't know us to have the opportunity of being wrong about who we are at least twice. Because the first time, you didn't know who we are. The second time, they were probably testing us. If they try to do weird shit more than that, then they don't deserve your time or your effort. I also want to apologize about not doing the live last night. Last night, I had a situation where I wanted to help out some black businesses by allowing them to have, by bringing them on the platform. I now see that that was a bad idea. And come 2020, our whole way of operating and doing business here is going to drastically change. As much as I love to give free publicity to people, I am not doing that any further. I just came across too many people in 2019 that don't appreciate the work and the effort that it takes for me to go to wherever you are and try to help you and your platforms. In 2019, I think I paid it forward a lot. In 2020, I'm going to have to just work a little bit different. I love y'all, everybody. Go out there and be the best yous you could be by helping somebody else be the best them that they could be. Self-improvement, man, is the best improvement. That's a fact. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.